Let me ask you a simple question. Are you living life, or are you just surviving it? Because the truth is, you weren't born to wake up tired, go through the motions, settle for average, and call it a life. You weren't made for mediocrity. You were designed for greatness. Deep inside you, there's a blueprint for something extraordinary, something epic. But here's the thing. Epic doesn't happen by accident. It's crafted, built, forged. Every great life is a work of intention, a series of bold choices made in the face of fear, doubt, and resistance. A life of epic wins doesn't show up because you want it. It shows up because you refuse to settle for anything less. You want epic wins. You want breakthroughs, fulfillment, success, joy, strength, impact. Then you have to start crafting your life like a master artist. Not randomly, not emotionally, not halfway, but like a warrior with a plan, like a builder with vision. You must wake up every day and go to work on the life you want, not just the life you have. You've got to start treating your time, your energy, your focus like gold. Stop giving your best energy to things that don't build you. Stop wasting your potential on fear and distractions. Start creating a blueprint for your days. Every epic win you want starts with a small intentional step today. Let me be clear. This isn't about perfection. It's not about having it all figured out. It's about having the courage to say, I will not live a life of regrets. It's about looking in the mirror and realizing that no one's coming to hand you your dream life. You're the one who must build it. You're the one who must speak over yourself when no one else does. You're the one who must keep going when progress feels invisible. Epic wins come to those who keep moving, who show up in silence, who train when no one is watching, who stay ready when nothing is guaranteed. You want epic wins? Get clear on your values. Know what you stand for. If you don't stand for something, life will knock you in every direction. Epic winners know who they are, and they don't apologize for it. They protect their identity. They move in purpose. They make decisions based on vision, not validation. They're not here to impress, they're here to impact. You want epic wins? Take full responsibility. Every win starts with ownership. You are not a victim. You are not your past. You are not your mistakes. But you are responsible for what you choose to do next, and that choice is your power. Own your story. Own your process. Own your next step. There is no breakthrough without ownership. You want epic wins? Get comfortable with discomfort. Growth lives outside your comfort zone. You don't get stronger by avoiding resistance. You get stronger by facing it. The moment you start doing hard things on purpose is the moment your life starts to rise. Discipline will take you places motivation never could. Your future self is begging you to stop running from the work. Lean in, push through, show up, and finally you want epic wins. Give more than you take. Serve, love, lead. Share your story. Lift someone else. Because the most powerful wins are not just about what you get, they're about who you become. When you live a life that's bigger than you, every day becomes a victory. Every effort becomes meaningful, and your life becomes legendary. To listen to me, this is your time, not next year, not when it's convenient, now, today. Don't just exist. Craft, design, build, step with purpose, speak with fire, move with faith. Epic wins are waiting on the other side of your next brave decision. Go get them. Because if you're willing to rise, if you're willing to work, if you're willing to believe, then nothing can stop the masterpiece you're about to create. Crafting a life of epic wins is not about waiting for the stars to align. It's not about hoping that someday, somehow, everything will magically fall into place. It's about waking up and realizing that the life you want will not build itself. It's about understanding that your future is shaped by what you do today, by the decisions you make in silence, by the actions you take when no one is watching, and by the discipline you build when it's inconvenient. Epic wins are not accidents, they are results. Results of intentional living, of brave choices, of resilience that refuses to back down no matter how many storms hit. You don't stumble into greatness. You create it. You craft it, You build it one decision, one sacrifice, one comeback at a time. There are people out there with less talent, fewer resources, more challenges, and heavier burdens, but they're winning. Not because life gave them an easier hand, but because they stopped blaming the game and learned how to play it better. That's the mindset of someone who crafts epic wins. They don't wait for ideal conditions, they work with what they've got. They take the hits, they learn, they evolve, and most importantly, they keep showing up. That's the secret, showing up again and again and again. Even when the results are slow, even when the motivation fades, even when doubt starts whispering in your ear. Because those who rise to greatness aren't always the loudest, they're the most consistent. To live a life of epic wins, you have to stop thinking like a survivor and start thinking like a creator. You are not just here to make it through the day. You are here to shape your destiny. That means letting go of excuses. That means calling yourself out when you've been playing small. That means doing the inner work to heal what holds you back and unleashing what's been buried deep inside you for too long. Your potential is not gone. It's just been neglected. And it's time to wake it up. Because the greatest tragedy is not failure, it's living a life so safe that you never discover who you really are. Epic living demands risk. It demands stepping into unknown territory. It demands saying yes to your calling, even when your comfort zone screams no. You need to treat your life like your masterpiece, not your mess. Every day is a brushstroke. Every decision a color. Every thought, every habit, every sacrifice adds to the picture. So ask yourself, what are you creating? What story are you telling? What energy are you bringing into the room? You can't live like a champion with a defeated mindset. You can't win if you keep handing your power to fear, doubt, or other people's opinions. You need to guard your focus like your future depends on it, because it does. Your focus is the steering wheel of your life. Where it goes, your energy follows. And where your energy goes, results begin to manifest. Crafting a life of epic wins doesn't require you to be perfect. It requires you to be intentional. It's not about having every answer. It's about asking better questions. What matters to me? Who do I want to become? What kind of impact do I want to leave behind? When you live from clarity, your actions gain power. You start doing what aligns, not just what's easy. You stop chasing approval and start chasing purpose. You stop playing to impress and start playing to inspire. And the more you do that, the more your life begins to transform from the inside out. Epic wins don't mean you'll never fall. They mean you get up every time you do. They mean you stop seeing setbacks as signs to quit and start seeing them as training. Every failure becomes fuel. Every obstacle becomes an opportunity to get stronger. Because power isn't given to those who want it, it's earned by those who don't quit. So rise every time you fall. Speak life over your dreams. Surround yourself with people who believe in the fire inside you, not those who try to put it out. Train your mind to see solutions, not just problems. Build habits that match your vision, not just your mood. You were never meant to live quietly. You were never built to blend in. You were made to rise, to impact, to craft a life that echoes long after you're gone. But you have to choose it. Every single day you have to choose growth over comfort, purpose over popularity, action over excuses. And if you keep choosing that path with your whole heart, you won't just win, you'll win epically. The kind of wins that change lives. The kind of wins that create legacy. The kind of wins that turn ordinary people into legends. This is your moment. Don't waste it. Craft your life like it matters, because it does. Your life is not meant to be a series of average moments strung together by routine and repetition. You weren't born to simply go through the motions to blend in or to live someone else's version of success. You were born to craft something unforgettable. You were born to build a life that makes you proud to wake up in the morning and grateful to rest at night. But crafting a life of epic wins doesn't come from comfort, and it doesn't come from copying anyone else's path. It starts when you make a bold decision to take control of your story no matter how it began. It starts the moment you stop waiting for permission and start moving with conviction. You don't get epic results with passive effort. You get them when your actions match your ambition. That means letting go of the habits, the mindsets, and even the people that keep you playing small. It means being intentional with your time, your energy, and your words, because everything you allow shapes the life you're building. You have to become the kind of person who doesn't just dream big but lives bold. That doesn't mean you never feel fear. It means you move forward despite it. Fear is a test, not a stop sign. It's asking, do you want it badly enough? And if your answer is yes, then you keep showing up, even when the progress is slow, even when the odds look impossible. Epic wins are not always about massive victories. Sometimes they are quiet breakthroughs, the moment you chose growth over comfort, the day you kept going when everything said quit, the hour you believed in yourself when no one else did. That's how legendary lives are built, through thousands of micro decisions made with grit, faith, and focus. And speaking of focus, that's your superpower. Your attention is the currency of your future. Where it goes, your life follows. If you keep feeding distractions, you'll never have the energy to build destiny. Protect your peace, protect your circle, and protect your goals. Don't just drift through life. Drive it. Take the wheel and decide where you're headed. Because if you don't, someone else will decide for you. And nothing is more painful than living out someone else's dream while yours withers in silence. You want epic wins. Start holding yourself to a higher standard, not out of pressure, but out of purpose. Your future deserves the strongest version of you, not the most convenient version. That means waking up and moving with discipline, because motivation won't always be there. That means staying focused when life throws chaos your way. That means believing in the vision even when the results haven't shown up yet. When you live like that, fueled by vision and grounded in action, you become unstoppable. Not because life gets easier, but because you get stronger. And strength, real strength, is built through struggle. Don't resent the hard days. They're forging you into the person who can carry your dreams. Don't shrink when things get difficult. Rise. The ones who win aren't always the smartest or the most talented. They're the ones who kept moving. The ones who were relentless. The ones who chose faith over fear, action over excuses, and commitment over comfort. You're not too late. You're not behind. You're not broken. You are building. And if you can stay committed to the process, your time will come. The world needs people who don't just chase success, but define it by who they become along the way. So let today be the day you stop watching and start building. Let today be the day you stop doubting and start deciding. You don't need permission to live boldly. You don't need validation to pursue greatness. You need belief, action, and the courage to keep going. Crafting a life of epic wins isn't just about outcomes. It's about becoming the kind of person who refuses to quit. You are the architect of your legacy. You are the author of your story. And it's time to pick up the pen and write something unforgettable. You've got the strength. You've got the power. Now go out and use it. The life you're capable of living is waiting for you to rise and meet it. Don't waste another minute. Build it. Earn it. Craft it. Brick by brick, win by win.